I don't claim to be an expert in any subject. In my mind, there's no such thing.
Orders were actually issued in 1952. Shoot them down if they don't land when instructed.
She said, come a little closer, come look into my eyes.
What am I doing? I'm getting good and baked. Why? You might ask. Aside from it's Tuesday. Damn, that's good stuff. It's medicinal marijuana, by the way. I have a license for it. But, okay, so I was watching a video about the Mandela effect. And it was the top 5 Mandela effects. I'm going to try to bring it up here. When I got to about 16 minutes in, it started talking about Australia and how they had an island off the western coast. And for some reason it's gone now, both off the maps and visually. And they're calling that was on a top 5 Mandela effects, is something editing history, #Mandela effect, by Esoteric Detective on YouTube. It's a good video. Some cool shite on there. So yeah, okay, they're talking about how it's gone now. And then they showed a clip from the movie Dazed and Confused with, I believe it's Mila Jovovich, the hottie from the Resident Evil movies. And it's a scene where they're in a classroom and she's leaning on the globe. And it just happens to be a picture, the part of Australia, and right beside it, there is an island. Now, the way I'm seeing it with these Mandela effects, the only way it could really be considered a Mandela effect is if there's no physical proof left, right? You would think, because if there was a real time, if it had something to do with time, then that should be wiped out. It may still be in our memories, but the physical evidence would be gone. I would assume scientifically that, or rationally thinking. And some of these things, like the Berenstain Bears, it may be a Mandela effect, but there is proof that at one time it was Berenstain and now it's Berenstain. And at one time, the couple that wrote it, their last name was Berenstain and now it's Berenstain. 2 + 2 = 4 in my book, so that would mean that that's not really a Mandela effect. That's they changed their names, and all the new printings of the old books have the new stuff on it. And the really old books, anybody, you dig them out of your chest and that, they should say Berenstain. Now, if I'm wrong, please, I have no problem admitting it. Just show me the evidence. Do a little video, a phone video. If you've got a phone, you should be able to do a video, and there should be an option where you can upload it to YouTube. Start your own YouTube page if you don't have one, so you can start doing that kind of thing. And then send me the link, post it on this or any of my things, and I'll take a look at it, because I'd love to see it. I have no problem changing my mind, but for right now, I would have to say the Berenstain Bears is debunked. Now back to this other Australia deal. I'm calling it the Australian Cloak Conspiracy. So if you hear that, you see #Australian Cloak Conspiracy, that's me, that's my idea. And I don't think that is a Mandela effect. I think there may be some kind of military or secret government base there, and they have cloaking technology. So we cannot see the island. We see that kind of stuff in TV shows and movies, right? So, of course, it'd be easily dismissed as imaginary. But what if it's true? Or it really is still there, but mind control is real. Well, we know it's real, MKUltra, right? But they can now do it on a large scale. They're doing a mass mind control to try to make us forget about that island. But, I mean, even so, if it's not there visually, it would have to be, if it really is there visually, but for some reason we can't see it when we look at it, that would mean that there's some kind of hypnotic suggestion was implanted into our minds that when we look at that area, whether it be on a map, television, movie, or even a globe right in front of us, or be standing on the Australian beach looking at where the island should be through a telescope, we won't see it. Now, I don't have evidence for this, of course, because that's top secret shit, and if I did have any real evidence for this, I'd be killed. Okay, but that's the theory I'm going with now. A brand new theory called the Australian cloak conspiracy. Have a good day, people.
Conspiracy factor theory. What do you believe?